Dum, 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 dum. All right, that's working. That's working. Good. Okay. Yes, you look at my screen. Mm-hmm. Yo, 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 yo. All right. So, oh, so this the spacecraft. We've been randomly selected among all of our employees to become an affiliate. Isn't that amazing? I feel like I'm walking out of prison right now, to be honest. Sign your contract with the company and leave Babylon. Make elevators, stations, dock. Avon, did you hear that? Avon, I ain't got time. Look, I'm a free man. I can't talk to you anymore. Okay? Not happening. Quick with it. Need a drink. Don't need a drink. Oh. I see something. I see something. Yo. Yeah. What's down here? What's this? What's that? What's over here? Some of that. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like it's just a bunch of random talk, dialogue. Can't talk to some, can't talk to others. Okay, don't do anything. Cash distributor, but I can't do it. I guess I'll go here. Docks. Oh, no loading screen, just moving. I like that. There's the loading. That's fun. And it's totally fine. But dead. The risk is worth taking. Why is the risk there? What predicated us to be in this type of situation where we had to run into this risk? That's the problem. We're living a little too close to the picture frame here. We can't see the full picture. Either way, firing that ship will increase your debt or risk. solar winds find you. My ship. Oh yeah, that didn't work either. All right. Should I talk to her? She looks importante. Why would I lie? For the procedure, right? This is like one of those, like, you have choices, but it doesn't matter. It's just, it's gonna lead the same thing, and this person's just gonna yell at me if I hit the lie. And we're back. Had to go into an intermission, got pulled away. All right. So, I mean, aren't you offering me your spaceship because there's only a limited amount of people out here in space and on this colony, and if we don't all pitch together and work together and for a common goal, then we're all going to be ruined? Like, you could throw everybody else into the brig, but then what's that get you? You know, you're in the space station. We all need to work together and make these goals actually reality, or else it's going to fall apart around us in space. It's not like it's going to fall apart on our planet when its atmosphere. So, like, yeah, I deserve this. And you put me in debt? That's a corrupt system. Really, man, I'm getting like signed in. This like made me nervous. I gotta initial it. You need my crypto wallet too? Nah. Bro. I talked to you about it. But you ain't got the right ears to listen to me. You got the same ears she does. That's all I hear. That same bullshit. I can't stand here and be on this ship with y'all any longer. So that's why it's worth taking the ship off you. If I refuse like half of it. Please confirm. Huh. Solar Alpha 1. Okay. Hit it with a zoom. Hold on. Welcome, recruit. Man, you're like half dead over there. I'll have to ask questions, then. Hold on, before I do that, let me see something. Quality settings. Custom. High. Everything's on high. Apply. That's it. Quality, that's it. Screen settings. 5. Just. Okay. Plus 60. That's cool. Get feature requests right there in the menu to the developer in the menu. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Wow. Huh. There you go. That's my feedback so far. Oh. Alright. Oh, it has the flying, has the flying. Nothing. Oh, don't mind me, I'm pressing all my buttons. Alright. I'm kicking in there's atmosphere. Alright. Max, that's brakes, alright. That's boost, shift, alright. There's nothing. Wait. Like lifts it up or something, that's weird. It's like auto leveling? Or not? Yo! I just flew down to this. I just flew down to the planet, like, what? Alright, so like, I've never played No Man's Sky, and I've only heard you do that on No Man's Sky. Oh! I was just curious. What? What? Gather 0 iron ore, 0 copper ore return. Okay, radar. Okay. Oh. What's that? Go closer. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is pretty cool. Sensitivity is real low. Like over the ridge? What does this mean? Oh, that mean over the ridge. Nice. Huh. Are you serious? I gotta get altitude to get solid, like raise up in the. Yo, that just gained power like Superman. Am I up in the clouds right now? Yo, this is really cool. Oh, alright. I need to go over to the light side of the planet. That's a thing. Now, is it like a? Can I go to like the North Pole? Be always energized? Alright. More interesting. Press K, enter my knowledge menu, and unlock the modular system permit. Okay, return to Babylon Space Station. Modular system. Need that? Buy now for 40. We got 60. Analyzer Alpha. Full modular kit, bolt and nuts, and wire. Hey. Permit unlocked. Modular systems. Let's go. Babylon Space Station. Alright. So then. Reality. Alright, board this thing. There you go. Nice. long process. Oh, they're really lit up this like no loading screen thing, huh? I approve. Wow, look at it go. I think it's melting, boy. Oh. So what do I need to make this? Walmart modular kit. One of these. Or so just all of it. Okay. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. Yeah. The terminal I use to pimp my ship. Pimp my ship? Where? Whoa. Oh shoot! Wait, I need to do that. Yeah. Shipyard to install your. Yeah, that is shit. Install this thing. Anywhere? Okay. 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 We're looking good. Need more battery. Ship engineering permit? Oh my. All these unnecessary features permit? Come on. What is this? Did the British win? No. Yeah, permits, regulations for everything. Come on, man. What happened to Darwinism? Take the safety stickers off. Yeah, running it. All right, thanks for saying an absolutely empty, meaningless sentence. It's being recorded. Okay. All right. I mean, it is. It is being recorded. In fact, that message was being recorded. You were recorded, Miss NPC. I'm thinking that's like something I can pick up. Press L to watch. To watch a contract? Contract list? Have we done these? No, we've completed these. These are what we have. Just do trading. Tracking? Yeah, I get 40. Oh, I have 40? I gotta go back out. That's what we're doing. Okay, we add all of them. Good. Doc. Nine? How much should I have? 70? What? One bump? Fine. Fine, the scratch. The scratch, guys. Come on. That's Solar Alpha 1 to the left. How high am I? Altitude? Oh yeah, there's an altitude. 411. Cool. Huh. Huh. Find a graphite stone. User radar approach and identify 5 different research. More sensitivity. Gameplay, ship sensitivity. What did I buy? Yeah. Still not great. Is that it? Trying to figure out what this is. Close back again. I'm not used to it. Wow, cargo. Do I really need to? Oh. I can't move. Yeah. How much storage can I hold? 110 SUs. Hmm. Yo! What's up, bro? My plans. Man, I gotta turn this down. That's too loud. I was covering you up. I ain't noticed till now. Oh, yo, this game. This game. It's pretty cool. This game's. Yeah. This game's gonna make me smile and laugh like the whole time I'm playing. I'm like, dude, really? Really? Like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. 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 They seem pretty relaxed about it. But yeah, they found it early. Really hope it everything's good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've unlocked the Morning Star. Is it good? Or not the Morning Star, the Magic Orb. I've unlocked the Magic Orb. Is it good? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just going through the tutorial right now. I'm having a lot of fun though. We're off to it in its atmosphere. All right, go back to the planet. You want to see me get to my ship? Let me get to do some mining. Okay. So come out here. This is my ship. I get in ship. I take off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when we tried. Yeah, it's tough. All right, I'm out here. Now I'm in space. There are 2 planets. I gotta go to this one. I'm flying off. Ran out of juice. Yeah. I'm approaching the planet. All right, we're gonna hit this loading. We're gonna hit this loading screen and load into the planet surface real quick. Correct. I could have moved and controlled it the entire time. I am now on the planet. Isn't that cool? And so I'm just flying around. I can zoom, go faster. I can scan the Earth for surfaces. Stop. There's something over there. That's pretty far away. Yeah. Yeah. The graphics seem really good. The game seems like simplistic in the planet and like the way it's like crafted, but it looks good. Um, and like I don't have a ship battery, right? And like it's taking a while to come back. Well, you'll actually see it. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe you'll be able to see it later. What I wanted to show you. Yeah, it's my sprint. The stamina's gone basically. It's not going on there. Now I'm trying to go to that thing, but I'll show you how to mine real quick. So you run up on some stuff, you stop, you just hit some mine. Laser. Need to upgrade my mines. It auto aims. So I'm like controlling the crosshair, but it's like shooting the laser. It's just kind of magnetized to it. And then it like shoots it over there. Makes it just easy. I mean, you have a hard enough time like controlling the ship, right? Difficult enough. Yeah, could you imagine like pew 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 pew, and you're over here like mining, 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 mining. That's hard. I don't like max sensitivity, as you can see. I'm like wiggling around because like it was annoying with the normal sensitivity. Uh, clouds, the clouds. Actually, solar. Yeah, solar. Jeez, where is that thing at? Yeah, exactly. I was chasing. Is it this? I feel like I was chasing this exact thing right here. Whoa, what is that? Can't see it. Ah, it's 3 quartz. Need that. That's what I need. Makes sense. I had a quest for it. Maybe that's why it was red. Yeah, so I first found that out in a cool way. Like I thought I was really impressed because like if you're on the planet's surface, you start to like rotate with the planet, right? Gravitationally locked or whatever. And so like it starts to become the dark side of the planet because you're rotating with it and away from the sun. And then it became nighttime and I was trying to mine and I just like ran out of all juice and I was like, I can't move, can't do anything. Like I can move, but very slowly. So then I like went up above the clouds and like I like up above like I felt like Superman rising into the atmosphere so you can gain some solar rays, right? And I was like, dude, that was cool. That was a cool feeling. All right. Graphite stones have unique radio properties preventing your radar from pinpointing their exact position. Starting from an approximate direction, you will have to locate each graphite. Your own eyes. Getting closer. Hmm. That it? Looks like it. That's it. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, I gotta find this gray quartz. Yeah, you gotta find like five. I only found one. Yeah. I see. Or you would have put it into a lane. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. I bet you that was just destroy the entire level. You did that for Walker while you played? Yeah, I'm sure he loved that game. Big tower defense guy, right? Hmm. Yeah, it's just going to have ramps like that. I had a hard time finding this gray quartz. That's kind of lame. I'm like stuck on playing this game right now. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Still a demo that I found. I didn't see anything in my email from this place. Let me double check, I guess. It took a while for it to actually update. Mm, Yeah, I don't see anything for the this game's playtest in my emails. Even though I said I'd like been invited. Uh, could you do me a favor and go to the store page and join the playtest and see what it says? Because I could have sworn it said like, "Here's your copy." All right. I. Hmm. It has to be in this one spot. I guess it made me feel like I couldn't make more than one. Oh wow, double on both sides. Smash 'em. Mm. Mm-hmm. All good. No rush. I just want to make sure I'm just doing a sanity check, make sure I'm not crazy. There's just more great. Okay. I'm just being dumb. Well, that's new. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Did you just call this game trash, Walker? Dig spotter. Oh, space trash. Okay. No, this is SpaceCraft. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show. Is he watching the screen? I'll just go out to. All right. So this is me flying around. This is the planet, right? I can come down here. I can actually hit the planet. It does damage to my vehicle, right? There's clouds and stuff. I can fly into the clouds and fly through the clouds, and then I can look at the horizon, and I can look at another planet or Babylon, and I can go, let's go, and I can leave the planet. And it's gonna take me a while to fly all the way to Babylon if I actually flew all the way up there. But I just wanna, I get faster in space. Like when I'm actually in space, it's pretty fast. But yeah, and it's really that's about it. Other than I think there's other aspects of the game I just haven't got to yet, so I can't really show you everything. I just want to show you like that was me leaving the planet, and I just want to show him like me going to the planet. Yeah. You know what's funny is that is like if I made the same joke I made with you, Derek, about hey, get ready for this really cool loading screen with Walker, and then like he probably wouldn't get it, because like he's not like he probably expects the game to do exactly what it's about to do. Right? And then I'm back in the planet. Oh, you have a you have an altitude meter on the left side. Oh. I had plenty of space. Look at that. It just looked terrifying looking straight down. I'm gonna go to North Pole because I can't find this material. What, this? Yeah, that's where I found the gray quartz. Apparently that's where I was supposed to go to find it. So this looks like the North Pole. That looks like the South Pole. And like I'm looking for one more type of material, and I flew around this entire side of the planet, and I didn't find it. So then I started flying around this side. I came back up to here to actually get the gray quartz, So really, the only place I haven't been is here. I guess on this side. The dark side of the moon. So I want to check out the North Pole first, anyways. That's what I'm going. And you know what? I'm gonna go space and see if this is faster to travel the planet if I just like get some fucking exit velocity here. Yeah, yeah, she can hold her own. Oh, level 2. I guess it's gonna be on the opposite side of the moon. There we go. Fine. Finally, yeah. It's like the upgraded version of the iron outcropping. Mm-hmm. Iron. Iron nug. Faster than light engine. All right. Got the faster than light engine. Use it to travel to the solar system. Unlike the yeah, electromagnetism permanent. Tab. Go to knowledge. Electromagnetism permit. Buy for 100. Yes. I think so. Online co-op, yeah. Hmm. Ugh, I gotta drop stuff in my too much stuff. Hmm. Oh, that was so heavy. There we go. Burn all the way. Just go to space. Just go to space. There. I see it better. Got gold on the ceiling. Matter of time. We'll steal it. Just a bit. Oof, I don't want to follow in behind anybody on that one. That's terrible. Shipyard. I come in here and I craft some stuff. My auto crafter. You come over here to this, use a workshop. We're gonna make some stuff. Ooh, look. Got more stuff to make. Cool. Alright, faster than light engine, Echo. We need a small modular kit. Crystalline focuser. Wire. Silicone gel. I only see... Okay, I have silicone gel in my inventory. Got it. Crystalline focuser. Can I make that? Yes, I can. I can make that with a little bit more wire. Alright, well, can I just make this whole thing if I have inventory? I just crafted. Just crafted. Come on. Come on. Crystalline focuser. I need some more wire. I need a small modular kit. I need some more wire. So that's some bolts. I need some more wire after this. Yeah, wires are important. Faster than light. I had enough. I had exactly what I needed. That never happens. Oh. Now I go over here and I install it. I like that there's a first person, like a first person view I can run around too. Cool. Load my ship. It's gonna cost 83 credits to repair my ship from crashing into the plane. I only have 97 credits, brother. The entire inventory, like, that's scary because the entire tutorial hasn't been like me repairing anything or nothing, and it's been just been them paying me. So if the entire tutorial doesn't even pay for my repair bill, that's terrifying. Make it. What do we want this thing? Oh. Hmm. Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Blip, 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 blip. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah. The assassins are definitely considered big guys. Whoa! I gotta fill my ship with faster than light fuel. That's cool. Called magnetic plasma. That's cool. It's gonna cost 40. That means that repair is really gonna cost 87. That's crazy. I guess they don't expect you to take too much damage on your ship, so when they do, they punish you. There you go. Yeah, they're like, really? You ran into the planet. Like, they're like, you know, people make fun of other people for running into trees, right? That's a whole planet. Ooh, I can zoom out, but I can only zoom out to this far. This is the observable universe. Wow. Hey, look, these like are things over here, right? And yeah, look, I can see them, right? That's that far away. And I'm like, I'm in. I guess I'm like out of it. It won't zoom back into the solar alpha anymore. But I mean, I feel like I'm still in it. So I'm zoom in. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Like flying back and forth between here takes like a minute. So like, holy crap, that'd be like 30 minutes. What is that? One. Exploration level 3. Well, I need to do that way. All right. Target a nearby star. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's cool. Check that out. Looking, and then cursor. Ooh. I know. It's just like the way it changed. Oh shit. Dude, that's so smooth. And there it went. Oh, that's the demo. Ah. Look at this game though. Like you do more though. It's ah. Yeah, I wanted to do this stuff. Yeah. Because exit the game, return to the main menu. Nah, it's no. I want to play the game. Wow. Okay, that's highly recommended by me, I guess. Looks really fun. Hmm. Connect to a server? Oh wait, I just connected to a server. Hold on. Am I still playing? Damn it. I build stuff? Yeah. Didn't see a way. Go to the very first planet. Oh, there's contracts. Oh god, dark side of the planet. Like, can I not land? You land. Hmm. Maybe if I just keep selling things and looting things, I'll be able to build stuff. Here's personal factor. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and mine some stuff and see what happens. Oh, they got you? Yeah. Jumping around too much? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Do I need to attack both sides? Apparently so. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I can get to the factory part if I just keep selling stuff and unlocking the talent tree. I'm about to look some stuff up online, see if I can get into the playtest. Ooh. I'll sell everything I got. See what I can unlock. See what happens. Yeah, that triple mirror image is pretty sick too. A lot of damage. Have you got any cool alternate attack buffs? Like using her trap wave or trap bomb? So it can get things like heal the battle mages for 1,000, like an AoE blast, or it can do 1,000 damage to enemies. You can get different buffs. Simple resource detector. Here you go. You already did that one. Scan it. Need 5 of these. You can make nothing. Alright, I'll sell all these. I'll sell everything. Yes, sell it all for 103. Now, knowledge, cargo, accommodation. Buy for 100. Can I buy it? I can buy that. Okay. Small cargo hold. Yeah, it's nice. I heard you just get hurt. I mean, I mean, take it easy. Okay. Yeah, I'll be around. Nothing to do today, man. Saturday. Sunday tomorrow. Hmm.
Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we are working on the final project. The factory that will build our final space elevator parts. And last time was Infrastructure Day. Belts, highways, truck roads, and even some new houses. All have been built so we can easily harvest and industrialize this biome. However, there are still like the hundreds of thousands of items we need to collect for this project. And you know, that's a little spooky. So here's the deal. Because I don't want to deal with this all at once, we'll do the item collection in two parts. One day, we'll be organizing all of the random nodes in the Dune Desert here, and today, we'll be getting all of the rest of the items throughout the entire rest of the world. Oh yes, far less intimidating, Mr. Kibitz. True, Mr. Kibitz. Very true. Well, you know, kind of. Whenever the sign here says like MB, that means main base, and DD there means Dune Desert. So all of the limestone that we need is either at our main base or the Dune Desert. And we're gonna count stuff at the main base as like already gathered. So that means we're looking for other symbols. HS, what does HS mean? Oh, Hellspires. Yeah, we put these giant towers together a little while ago, and this is making a ton of Caterium, I think. And we have a train station ready to go for it as well. So we are good on that. We're also gonna ignore copper because we ran out in the world and we're gonna have to do some SAM shenanigans. So what does that leave? Coal, probably? We need 22,000 coal, most of which is at the main base. Then just in the Dune Desert here, then RD, Rocky Desert. This biome way on the other side of the world. But like one train from over here to over there, okay, sure. And then there is quartz, 7,000 quartz, main base turbo, and then 4,200 meat. Wait, do we just have to run around and find 4,200 quartz? Okay. And then the raid boss really here is going to be sulfur. TLDR, it's all over the place and we have to figure that out. Lots more trains, and then nitrogen, we just need another drone port somewhere. We are good though on pretty much everything else. And to keep things simple, let's first deal with the quartz. We're right outside the Dune Desert. We have a huge supply right over in the trees here. So there's a pure node and two normal nodes for 2,400 quartz per minute. Which just means we need a train track that attaches to either that line or this line and goes down the hill there. Perfect world, since this track goes to our nuclear power plant, I'd rather just have a train that goes from over here, then straight across, and then straight back, because I don't want too many interruptions in this horrific knot. In fact, you know what? Do we even need this knot? There are no trains that are gonna turn this way, ever. So, something we could do is adjust things. I don't like how the knot looks there. We could just have a train track that goes straight that way and then straight back, which would let us be able to obliterate this entire track area here, which will cause absolutely no problems at all, right? How did that not? Right, literally the game won't even let me make mistakes. So this will be fine. And one quick boop, everything's reorganized, and there will be no future repercussions for this decision.
By the way, we call that foreshadowing.
Ha ha ha. Doesn't it all just look so clean? Now the uranium is not interrupted either, like with extra quartz trains. Yeah, this is a good call, if everything goes right. Okay, train time though. We just need a quartz train that goes off to the right here. So I skedaddle a little track over this way, and we just have to build a new station over here. We'll probably have 4 freight cars because moving 2,400 items per minute is a lot. And the good news is we have blueprints. So many blueprints, all of the blueprints, some of which are for trains that go true. Pretty much an entire train station ready to rock and roll here. Just gotta nudge that bad boy into place. And with the station here, we have the main actual front of it, and we have an area underneath for bins and logistics and all that fun stuff. Oh, but we still don't have power. No! Ew, the dirt. Also, demons. I knew you would be here. Don't worry, I haven't. Okay, you know what? Fine. Not fine, not fine. More bullets, please. Ah! Look, you have to move anyway. There's a train being built over your ancestral home. Like, come on. Don't need to be so grumpy about it. But okay, train starter is in, and from here I just kind of copy and paste what we already have going. So H to hold, build the new frame platform. We wanted 4. And you know what? Let's just be a little greedy. We probably don't need 2 locomotives to pull this train. It's small. It should be just fine. As for the track then, we'll just scoot that over to the side here. Like 2 tiles over. We don't hit that tree. Pretty much perfect, right? Should be. We just have the track in the middle of this platform. Like the little concrete bit does clip, but we will get rid of that after everything is said and done. All right, so I can adjust that a little bit later. Track looks pretty good, and the station is practically in. Okay then, everything's looking fine, so we'll just extend all the extra patterns, line up our bins, then just send over the belts, and we are done. That is the train station. I've built many of these, so definitely wasn't my first rodeo and took no time really to set up. And it looks pretty good. Again, trains won't clip the tree, got the pillars in there. All the belt work is dealt underneath here, got some windows, And because we have the 4 freight cars, each freight car will carry 600 items per minute, which should be fine throughput-wise. So back at Project Hoos, we can change the numbers. This is now minus 2,400, and we'll just put like a T for like inside a train, but that still means we need another 1,800. But we'll find that somewhere, right? Sure. First, I want to check on this 2,100 we have over here, because apparently we left that at our turbo fuel power plant. Well, that was an ancient Kibbs maneuver. I might have done something weird with the quartz. In fact, I think I did. I think we're making power shards out of the quartz somehow. I really just don't remember. So the quartz is technically right down there, but then I belted it all together, brought it over this way, and a bunch of it goes over to, yes, the power shard factory we built over that way. Okay, but it looks like, ooh, past Kibbits? Were you a gentleman and a scholar? Is this a smart splitter? If this is a smart splitter, I'm gonna be so impressed. It is, with the overflow going towards power shard creation. Bravo, buddy. So that's 1,200 right there, the 900 right here. Guess is from like a normal and an impure node. Not sure. When did I set this up? 900 per minute? Oh, I might have done this just over on a live stream. Like, I must have. Yeah, what was happening was all of these miners were only Mark IIs. So I upgraded them, and I'm yoinking the excess material we can now get from the upgraded miners. That checks out. However, I saw this is floating here, and that just will not do. Good. But as for the materials, the big deal is to consider them collected. I want them all the way over at our main base over there. But good news is I already brought a variety of other materials to our main base on a belt highway. So we just have to get these 3 belts through all of this and to that belt highway there. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Actually, no, it won't be. This is probably one of the last things we're gonna be doing in this area. So I am pulling out the final trump card. We're digging. Pretty much the main reason I like to build with 4-meter foundations is in case of emergencies, we can just dig underneath our existing infrastructure, add in a little platform Marinsky, and in the worst case scenario, where we have stuff built over top, we can still add in another platform to make it look like it's still supported, while running all of the belts underneath here. We'll have the sulfur, 900 quartz, and 1,200 quartz belts going just over this way. And with straight belt build mode, it's just a 1, 2, and a 3, and we are ready to rock and roll. So, belts go under here, go over to there, skewed on down this way to the fish tank. All right, from here, how do we get through it? The belt's down here, could go through like this wall, and is there anything in our way? It's literally empty, okay, perfect. But what about on the other side? Oh, okay, we got a free tile right here, that's even better. Because if we have a free tile, we can always add in a belt support tower, like right there, give it a little bit of detail, then use conveyor lifts to bring the belts up, skew them on over. We can attach the belts on top of this belt highway, go around all of this other stuff, and we are at the main destination. Easy. But now please tell me, these are blueprints up here. Please, please, please. Oh no. Oh my gosh, dude, I was gonna freak out unironically there. We need these to be blueprints so I can go into blueprint build mode, and then we can just easily auto-connect them and drag them on back. Okay, that's gonna save me like hours and hours and hours. Perfect. We're not going to use this specific blueprint, but we can just use a smaller version that's just 3 belts. Main case in point is we can use blueprints and spam them over that way. Like seriously, my reliance on auto-connecting blueprints at this point is unreal. Like they're as important as the vertical conveyor lifts. I use them so much. And for huge projects like this, it's like, bro, how could I do things any other way? And again, in like no time, is another huge project done. Material is brought into the base, all the way upstairs to the tippy top, where it will wait for final production. And even better news, I actually forgot. There's the 2 quartz nodes in the Dune Desert, way in the back here. Which means, so far as quartz is concerned today, we are done. In fact, we have extra quartz for the project. So maybe we could throw that into a converter on our great quest for copper way later on. In fact, there is a recipe for that, right? Yes. Sam, raw quartz, copper, we take those. Other good news is that we found that 900 turbo stuff. So that is now actually at the main base, meaning we need about 200 more. And we have 300 just in the swamp. So maybe we belt that over, but I need to switch gears here. Too much belt work already today. Instead, we're gonna go after the nitrogen. We already have 900 nitrogen packaged and ready to drone in, but we need another drone port for the 1,650. And I'm actually really excited to get this nitrogen because we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna set up a new drone base. This one is bringing a bunch of packaged nitrogen gas over to our nuclear power plant. We have 900 packaged nitrogen ready to go for our final factory here. And the main thing with this is just it's cool. It's like a little outpost, and I like it a lot. Kind of a nice change of pace from all of like the mega projects we work on. And we're gonna be working in a really fun location as well. Over here, where we have exactly 1,650 nitrogen gas. But more importantly, the terrain around here is really cool. We're gonna make a new drone base on top of this cliff right there. Just gotta clear out the squatters. What are you doing on my planet? I don't see your permit written down anywhere. That's right. No, can't run from your problems now. Pay for your mistakes in your life. Thanks. Okay, let's go grab the goods. So we'll drag this foundation down. We'll drag it over. And we'll have some pipe just going up to the side of the cliff here. The wonderful thing about gas is with the gases, you don't need pumps. They rise. That's the reason why they are so fun to work with. No shenanigans, no pressurizing, none of that nonsense. What the? Oh. Okay, dude. We have some other nonsense, though. Billy, stop harming the machine. Come over this way, Billy. I want to show you something cool. Or you just enjoy your time mucking with my equipment. Yeah, you know what? You can also just do that. Fair enough. Have fun. Okay. We have things to do. Okay, then. Step one is gathering up the gas. And usually how I go about this is I set up some platforms, just kind of around wherever the nodes are, and I start gathering them up from there. Oh, wait, Billy, he's free! And moonwalking. Wow, you got some moves there, Billy. I wanted to show him something very important. Billy, look into the abyss. Or you can just hang out down there. Anyway, as I was saying, I'd like to gather up all of the nodes here. You have one more chance, Billy. You want to throw more rocks? Okay. Oh, and what? You just think you can escape into the abyss? I don't think so. Okay, let's get back to work here for Pete's sake. Yeah, I just want to gather up all the pipes together. It is 1,650. That will be 2 pipes of 600 and 1 pipe of 450. We'll make the 2 600 pipes, and then whatever's left, we'll throw together the last one. And fun little trick, actually, with these resource wells is usually they don't like to align to whatever kind of like platform or world grid you're working with. So what you can do is clip a platform into them, then you get a pipe, and then you just build the pipe off of that to the best of your ability. So it looks good, or like good-ish. And then you can get rid of that and place down more fancy infrastructure after. Maybe even a little logistics blueprint like the box. That looks a little bit better if it was painted more coherently, like gray. There we go. Yeah, just do this over and over and over again. Eventually, everything looks very organized. Sometimes we will never be perfect. But you know what? A lot of the time, it can be pretty good. Only building options. And, a little bit more patience. You know, sometimes it takes a lot of patience. But with that trick where you just have like a junction, you just have patience like this, it's much easier to make things look alright. Sometimes. A lot of the time. By the time you get a lot of pipe chaos going on, man, those little indiscrepancies are pretty negative. It all looks very clean. In fact, I'd say we are good to go here. Gas is collected, now we just have to send her on up to the drones. Ship it up. Over this way, let's get some of the platform ready to go. We are going to have our drone port. So I think we're going to have 2 drones, each carrying 825 gas per minute. That should be good. Usually that is a little too much for drones to handle, like throughput ones, as we can't carry that much material back and forth fast enough. But when it comes to gases and hydrogen, the gases get compressed. So 240 nitrogen gas goes into 60 packaged nitrogen gas tanks. So really, each drone is just going to be moving like 200 material per minute. Not bad. And with 2 drones, that'll be plenty. I keep just building the 2 drone ports because it will look better. You know how it is. Rule of cool, baby. So we'll have 1 drone port right over here. The other drone port right over there. Just with like this little bit hanging over the side. And then we'll build some sort of like packaging tower just in the space between pipes here and ports there. What precisely do we have to build? Well, again, we're compressing stuff, right? So we fully overclock some packagers. That is 600 nitrogen gas per packager? Okay, but that is really, really, really good. That means really, we just need 3 packagers. Wow, maybe we don't need the whole tower. No, we definitely need a whole tower. No matter what, even if we don't have a lot of machines, we're gonna have a lot of fluid bouffeurs for all of the gas to be stored in. So somehow we'll fit them into one giant build. For now, let's get some basics done. Or let's say we have 4 packagers, just like so. Then we'll have a second floor, and this floor will just be 4 item bins, both for packaged nitrogen gas that will go into the drone ports, and then for the empty canisters. The drones will take the packaged material out, but also bring back the empty canisters to be refilled, or empty fluid tanks, whatever. We'll want a storage for both of them. Outputs will go that way, this way, and then upstairs in a very aesthetic manner, here and to that bin. Then from the bin, everything goes back downstairs into a splitter, and splitter just goes to each machine. And that's like the main gist of things. The big concern is just keeping the belts on the ground, and then I'll have the pipes a little bit above, because we still need to get the gas in there, right? So we'll probably have the pipes enter from over there to here, go up to the gas labs, and then back down just into machines. So the two 600 pipes will have their own machines, and then we'll just have 2 more machines for the 450 pipe. We'll put a little Tarunski in between. Then the outputs, same deal, merger, going all together, up into the bin first, then back down into the drone ports, and we are done. Also got to bring the power around. For Pete's sake, Kibitz, please. There we go. Much easier to work with. And actually, just looking at it from this angle here, hold up. I think if we had like 4 flowers just above this way, this would look really, really good, really, really easily. Got 1 here, 1 there, and then 2 more next door. And we could have 2 of them be for the 600 pipe, and 2 of them be for the 450 pipe, I guess. But the big thing here is we could have a nice big wall right up in front, and then we can do all of the pipe work down to the packagers on this front-facing wall. And then aesthetically, we're gonna see all these pipes moving and grooving all over the place, the drones going up and down, and yeah, we got an aesthetic vision going on. So yeah, a little basic, but not bad. It's not great though. Went with like a big front-facing white wall here, and then more gray wall in the front, because the pipes are all with gases, right? So we want to keep the back wall to have some contrast. But maybe we switch that up. Yeah, definitely needs a little bit more work. The important thing is the guts are all put together. All the belt work is handled. It all doesn't clip, not too much anyway, and works kind of as intended. We've got some walking paths going in. It's all right. It's not beautiful. It's not perfect. I will probably fix things a little bit more later on. I don't know. The main thing is we had like this outer aesthetic, and the pipe and belt work worked, which is pretty important. But actually, you know what? I like these gray walls. Here's a great idea. What if instead we still kept the gray, but we had like unpainted or kept them like chrome walls? Ooh, that's what we need. These walls will be all chrome, and then the pipe will be the detail. Okay, good idea, kids. And is there anything else that needs to be changed around here? Like functionally, this will work. I guess. This gotta go. Easy option is I can just bring the materials down across this way, connect with the other infrastructure over there, and get those materials to the down. Yeah, because I think that's just a big part of it. Just having a random bridge back there kind of ruins the vibe. And then maybe something going on by this tree. I feel like this little base needs to be balanced out a bit better. Ooh, actually, you know what? Maybe we can put some batteries there. And oh yeah, stroke of genius, looks phenomenal, balances out everything, and the new design for the build, even better. That chrome wall, and a couple beams, a little sign on the side that, I don't know, does nothing. I don't know, just adds a little something to the plain wall. But the main thing was getting rid of that giant concrete bridge. Now it looks like a proper just outpost. And because we brought those other items just the other way around, I was able to sneak in a power tower, bring all the power across, without mucking up a lot of the aesthetics around here. And so I would say that this is done. I'm very happy with this. Thumbnail worthy? Well, you tell me, future people, because I got some good and bad news. First, the good news. In reorganizing the belt over here, I realized that we could upgrade the miners and get more material. So we got an extra 720 sulfur, which is super, super important, because with that extra sulfur, that belt goes all the way back down over to where we were earlier today, and I could join that sulfur belt up with the other sulfur belt to make a 1,200 sulfur per minute belt, which means, according to my project parameters, we are actually done with sulfur. We have the 1,200 now at the main base, and then we have the 600 in the Dune Desert. And the rest of this stuff, well, we don't need it. That is extra sulfur just sitting in the world. Maybe we'll never use it. I'm kidding, we'll probably find a way to use it. But for now, Dunskies, the quartz, Dunskies, and the nitrogen, Dunskies. So really, all the materials we need are either available on a drone, train, or just sitting in the Dune Desert. Completing our objective for today. But we're not done for today. There are other things to fear, like changing around the tracks that feed your nuclear power plant and causing your trains to get all backed up, subsequently causing a nuclear disaster. Yeah, not great. We're down 100,000 megawatts. But Gibbs, why are you acting so nonchalant about this? Because we are prepared for nuclear disasters around these parts. And since we're only down a little bit of power right now, I'm gonna take it that, yep, we have triggered our emergency belts over this way. Whenever there is a problem with our nuclear systems, excess waste material goes over to an emergency waste processing plant way over there to be dealt with. And it looks like, is that the end of, oh no, it's all loading in. Okay, there's a lot of waste heading that way. Okay, we should fix this problem now. Anyway, at least it's not gonna crash. It seems kind of weird though. I'd imagine that our subsystems would continue to work before there's a power plant crash, right? Oh. Okay, one of the important materials not being brought in by the stuck trains is some SAM. SAM used to process the plutonium. That checks out. Are we getting enough materials for everything else? Looks like we are short a little bit of uranium, but because we do belt balancing with uranium, we should have no uranium waste backing up, right? No, it's still moving. So okay, not a huge deal. Just gotta fix those trains and get the SAM here to make some dark matter residue, and that will start fixing some of the issues. So yeah, trains quickly fixed. Systems are very, very slowly recovering, and I guess we kind of got lucky here as well, because the train was bringing over a ton of uranium, and without the uranium ore, we can't make uranium fuel rods unless we make less uranium waste, and long story short, everything's fine. Oh, but actually, things are really good, because power is A, going back up, eventually, and B, if there is ever like a critical emergency, I have stockpiles of all these Fixonium fuel rods all over the place, so we can just dump these into all of our nuclear power plants, jumpstart the system if we ever have to. Now, this is not one of those times. I'll just have to keep an eye on our emergency plant here and wait a little while for the excess material to burn up. But all in all, that is fine, because holy smokes, do we have a lot still to do here. The big thing is, fears have been faced, victory is ours, and the next major step is just wrangling all the resources in the Dune Desert and getting this biome organized. And oh boy, do I got some plans around here. However, though, that'll have to wait for next time. But if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more. And until then, have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.
Yeah, that's right. Imbue Herald Rogue was actually played to the #1 legend spot, which is absolutely crazy to think about. All this just absurd random generation with the Heralds from Sinestra, the Imbue hero power giving you a bunch of totally random garbage sometimes, but then also like insane results other time, as you're gonna see in this video. Man, it is really hit or miss for sure, but ultimately it's kind of a thief rogue, Burgle Rogue vein of play, and it's also a #1 legend deck, which I didn't think we'd ever actually see. Now, does that naturally translate to being good for you or good at all ranks? No, of course not. Sometimes, you know, that really high legend meta is so narrow and focused, you can kind of get away with different stuff. You're probably going to be better off climbing with some variety of a bubble paladin, either aggro or more mid-rangey, dragon warrior, spell demon hunter. Those are all the tier 1 decks right now in Hearthstone. That said, though, you know, if you learn this deck, you master it, there might be a little opportunity here to not only have a lot of fun, because this deck is just crazy with all the random stuff that you do, but also win some games. And I did have a bit of a rough start with this deck, but then I felt like I finally started figuring things out, and ultimately ended up with a 6-3 run myself. So climbed a little bit with this one, and certainly had a lot of fun along the way, as you're about to see. Yeah, Jagged Edge of Time. I mean, dude, it's crazy the 1-drops have such bad mulligan win rates. I just like Agent of the Old Ones to me, man. I don't know. I just feel like I never ever want to play it. I think I get too attached to my cards, right? Of course, sometimes the tempo is just going to be more valuable. Glacial Shard, honestly, for tempo here, yeah. I know it can die to like Static Shock and stuff pretty freely, but I don't want like a bunch of Imbue dudes just getting out way ahead of me here. By the way, Kingslayer's signature looks so sick. I did not actually realize when I first played this that I had all these. When you get Corona, you know, they all come signature, which is pretty cool. Does that mean the opponent's King Lane? It must be signature, right? I haven't even noticed. I've seen people play it, but I didn't even think to look. All right, yeah, this is fine. Either way, this trade goes fine for us. Garona, all right. I will probably happily tempo a Garona, I think. I don't necessarily care. I mean, you know, it's a great bonus if we hit it. I think ultimately Garona might just be worth running in decks like these, because you say, hey, I just like having 29 cards in my deck, right? Like, it's just my deck is smaller, and I get a card that just draws me a bunch of stuff. Like, you know, it draws me all my big awesome things. I get Ultraxian, Deathwing, etc. Yeah, let's what is happening? Well, I got some weird little DCs today. I think we go ahead and pop these, right? They're really fine. It's just little 2/2s. I got a Jagged Edge of Time if I want to play it next turn with the button. We've got Corona. If they want to go ahead and play a King Lane on turn 3, like, be my guest, right? Beauty to beast that sucker, because I like that phrase. Be my guest, be my guest. Like, I don't care, right? If you want to sacrifice that much tempo, go for it. I'm happy. We'll do that all day. All right, so this is probably still actually just Jagged Edge of Time plus button. Flashback prep on there too seems like a nice little bonus as well. This guy's gonna die to the trade either way, so we take 1, give him 2. This is very unlikely to be playable, but we will take it. Do I take it? We've got Sinestra, we've got Garona, can fill a turn. Yeah, against Shaman, I think we take it. Dude, I'm getting these weird little micro DCs where it's taking forever for stuff to process. It's crazy. I think we can. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Every time I play a card, it like lags out. This is unusual for me. Wow, good hits actually. I forgot about Argent Squire, dude. I love Argent Squire. Card is just, oh man, I'm getting like nostalgia hits right now. This is crazy. Just a sick art. Like, forgot this card existed in my brain. Like, man, what a cool card. Oh, I just like Righteous Protector took that spot in my brain, I think, you know. I have room for one mana 1/1 Divine Shield. What a great card. Oh, I miss Argent Squire. Sometimes, you know, I don't know that we'd really have fun playing classic Hearthstone these days. Apparently people didn't, because classic Hearthstone didn't really take off that much. Some people did, I'm sure, but not many. But it would be nice to just be able to teleport back in time and experience it with totally fresh eyes again. I maintain that, like, it would still be fun to play Hearthstone with, for the first time, with like simpler effects, even in, like, you know, of course, other card, like, assuming you had played other card games in the meantime, right? Like, you've already played Marvel Snap, you've already played Legends of Runeterra, whatever, Magic the Gathering Arena, right? I think it would still be fun to play even simpler Hearthstone in a future era. If that, like, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but like, even within the context of modern card games, I still think it'd be pretty fun. Chrono Daggers are fast forward. I think I'm liking fast forward. I'm feeling a little light on stuff to do, I think. So, I think I like that. Do we just take the Runed Orb here again? I'm realizing, by the way, why didn't I trade first and then maybe I know something I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna find another answer to this. Like 3Bs or Undead seems very difficult for us. Shaladrasil and Ambush Predators. There is just no way that's gonna be good, right? I mean, shadow spells aren't like crazy for us, right? But I just don't see how that's ever gonna be a useful thing we do. Nah, I'm gonna dig for better. I don't think that's good right now. Would have been interesting to think about last turn maybe, but all right, let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and trade off the librarian to great ordering here. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not totally crazy, by the way, to pop the egg with a spell and then just see what you find, right? But I think probably still better to hit the minion first. Just take that safe, guaranteed result, you know? Hey, this actually is gonna get a decent buff. Rust Rot for the hammer. It does kind of like speed up the hammer a little bit, right? But I like Glacial Shard plus air here, and then, you know, just hit the button. No. 0 or a better card, I think, is the result here. Wow, that could be a cool card, actually. Prep is insane with that, so could be nice. We're just gonna bank this Rust Rot for a minute here. Opponent has a million cards in hand. They just spent so much time drawing, which I don't really mind too much, right? That gives me a lot of kind of time to figure things out. We need at least one more Herald, I think, to make Sinestro interesting, and probably even more than that. Garona, you know, like Garona's becoming interesting now. If we put them to 14, like we don't really have a lethal setup or anything, but like you can kind of see it, you know, see it materializing. Okay, this actually is probably a good time for Brawl. Just go right at Twilight here. Do you use it on the Muradin and then just trade it off? Probably, because this is a safer trade for you. Probably, right? Yeah, I think that's okay. We can kill the 1/2 with our face. Yeah, that's gonna give me an extra animal companion. That's so sick, actually. We get a Huffer, it can change our trading too. Talon draws an Ultraxion. That's not bad, actually. Divine Shield too, pretty annoying to deal with all the. Oh man, no rush, no bonuses here. Anything good on this? Hook Fist? We do have ways to attack. Yeah, I think a Hook Fist is gonna be fine. All right, dude, really monster board off this Brawl, dude, and I love freaking Brawl. Yeah, really monster board, dude. This is great work. Sinestro now is also probably playable, but you know, more spare mana would still, of course, be helpful. We haven't really banked a lot of cards because we've been using them to activate stuff like Brawl, of course. Currently, no attack. I mean, if the opponent equips the weapon right now for Rust Rot, like, do we even care? They're just gonna die, right? They go for Ultraxion instead. So this would be an insane Garona, dude, if it hit. Like, does Garona hit here? It's lethal if it does, because we have 12, 15, 16. They have this card from Kingslayers that they haven't played. I think you gotta go for it, right? Because even if it misses, you're not in a bad spot here. You're still in a decent spot. You do just miss out on your Ultraxions all, but like lethal's worth a shot, right? Right. Man, not right. Do you go fast forward here for a dude, or do you just try to push a little more tempo again? I think you got to push a little more tempo again, right? Trade happens first, but I think these two still go into that, don't they? Well, let's start here, actually, I guess. Dude, the Dodo. Probably not right. We're too high health, but it's pretty cool. Wow. Okay, glad we checked. That's pretty sweet. Now we just get to hit face even harder. Nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously this can die, but with like 3 taunts on board and then just a mountain of other problems, decent chance it lives, and we'll just solve this problem later, right? That is absolutely fine. What a great minion result. I had kind of a soft start with this deck. Like I was like winning, losing, and it just, like, I wasn't feeling it. But I don't know if I've gotten better at playing it or just hit a good stretch of variance. But this last little batch, I felt really good about this deck, actually. It's been pretty amazing. It's putting together some really nice turns. I'd say it's just one of those decks that's like very susceptible to variance, right? For some games it feels like you're hitting, some games it feels like you're missing. So there is meaning things secretly. Do these have secret meanings, guys? Avatar form is actually pretty good. You have a good follow-up on it. Like, can you kill the 2/4? Can you kill the 3/2? Maybe the lightning storm is in the deck sometimes, which still actually would not kill our 2/4s. So that'd be okay. Wow, yeah, not the strongest turn, so we've got 7 damage on board. They are not dead, but they've decided that the game is effectively over. Yeah, okay, nice, dude. Good win. Wasn't 100% locked in yet, but I think a lot of small choices there led up to some good results. Yeah, just like good little hits off the view here. All right, yeah, love this. I mean, I love all this. Yeah, you see, we're green all over, man. I'm gonna have some tough decisions on what to play first, but if there's something to hit, we definitely go here. Honestly, you might even just coin your bitter bloom anyway. Let's just see if they play anything on turn 1, because this is also a fine coin result if we have stuff to hit. I think I might actually hit legend this month, by the way. I don't usually play enough to actually just ever do it, but I think I don't know. I played off stream a little bit. I say off stream, I don't ever stream. Off video, I played a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the coin bitter bloom. Yeah. I was like, there was a little bit of a lag or DC or something there. I was like, did I forget how to play? Nope. Okay. Anyway, I've been playing. I played a little bit more off. Like I'm already flat, which is, you know, normally it takes me 3 weeks to get flat. And we're only 10 days into the month, so I think. Again, none of these things are. I'm not saying these are difficult or triumphs, of course. Just I don't normally ever play them. Like normally every game I play, almost you guys see in videos, maybe one or two here or there out of the edit, just get the video the right length. But you probably see 90% of the games I play in videos. And unfortunately, like last month, most of those were on the theory crafting event, right? Like I didn't even play on real live. This is a perfect target for this. We'll play the top deck one. That's great. Both heralds and imbues are rocking. No, I mean, we might as well wait, right? We might as well just try to get more value out of this. Honestly, could be good next turn. I could play a Murloc. I think Jagged Edge of Time is going to be tough to not do, though. That looks pretty perfect as well. Although Submerged Map Rite of Twilight button is also pretty reasonable turn, because you still develop a body, you generate some resources. I don't really care about getting an extra Murloc ultimately either, so I think I am going to do that. Just use this as a combo activator, right? Summon a copy of this with Kindred, like that's probably okay. I mean, it's very expensive. Maybe just gnawing Green Fan is another cheap activator for combos and stuff later. So I'm just weave into a turn. Yeah, I think that's probably just still better. All right, so let's do all this. Looks good, looks good. Arcane Intellect, I'll take. I feel like sometimes I'm light on resources in this deck. Whenever you draw a card, summon one with Rush for 3. Yeah, I might play that next turn, to be honest. Play this plus hero power again. Looks pretty good. You don't love hero power, like, you know, before all the imbues in your hand are played, in theory, right? But maybe it's just for that reason Jagged into this, but you love tempo, man. You just love bodies, you know? I think this is fine. It creates some pressure for them to deal with it, too. Whoa! 8-cost Dread Leviathan. I really want to play it. I don't think it's the right thing to do right now. Okay, I'm keeping it, dude. I want to play it. Like, we're definitely looking more like the aggressor this time. I don't really want to get to a point where I'm playing an 8-cost card the way this game's currently unfolding, but I don't really care. I want to play it. This is going to be Leech stuff, Wild Pyro into Morbid Swarm. Wow, great efficient clear there. That's beautiful, actually. You don't normally use your Wild Pyros like that in this matchup, but that's sick. Yeah, probably go Jagged button Green Fin here. I don't think you need a Glacial Shard right now, do you? We're probably just going to hit the Wild Pyro. Whoa! 6-cost Tyrion! Oh my god, I gotta keep it, dude. I don't care. I don't care. We're getting so much stuff right now. Tyrion is like, at 6 cost, definitely in the middle of a, you know, late game versus kind of aggressive card, you know. This would be played at 6, right? For sure this would be played at 6, right? Right? Am I coping? I think it would. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, Fellfire Blaze will probably just hit with our weapon, right? Kindred, give your other minions rush. Bro, that's kind of great. Is this a combo? No. We don't have to go Tyrion right now. I kind of like that this is currently Kindreded and we can use it with our stuff here, right? Like go Bitter Bloom, then Button, then go Fire Gale if we get something that's 1 or less. You've also got Glacial Shard in the mix. Random Beast, yes! All day I'll keep this, dude. I don't care if it's only a 2-3. That's not a problem. All day, man. This is a sick play, man. This is so sick. Don't really have to go weapon, by the way. Like, just thinking, do we ever deal with killing the Eltraxi or not this turn? Or, you know, like even look at it. Funny, you know? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to just like take upside. Like, do I want to push face because I got the Tyrion? Like, I can still use the weapon next turn, right? We've also got the Dread Leviathan now opened up next turn, but I think like Tyrion plus Button seems pretty hard to pass up. Herald does not hit their Eltraxian, so we still gotta solve that problem. I mean, isn't it just Dread Leviathan on Eltraxian here? I hate losing the button. Again, like Tyrion's still pretty good, I guess. Mage Secret, Hunter Secret. When a friendly minion dies the turn after being played, that's a Tyrion play all day, right? Explosive Runes also not really a problem here. So yeah, this is Tyrion all day. Forgot to hit the button first, but I don't think it ever changes anything, right? I don't think we want to overload that. I also might just get something bigger that's still playable this turn. Don't. Oasis Ally, Flames of Infinity. Again, infinity damage doesn't really hurt. Ice barrier, counterspell. I'm just gonna go face on this one because I don't want to trigger an Oasis ally. Okay, so we don't know yet. I'm gonna get, they know I'm getting another Tyrion though, right? Like they saw untimely death. So it actually might be Oasis ally. For counterspell, we could maybe throw in a flashback. This is gonna draw me Deathwing and either Altraxian or Sinestra, both of which are, it's pretty good. We're not very heralded though, right? We're only, I guess we played double Red Twilight. That's not a bad herald line. Honestly, that's okay. They might wait a turn to kill, this one I'm getting at, so that they don't proc the untimely death. But then, you know, we've also got maybe the Dread Leviathan, which isn't quite as good. Dude, they are almost dead. I can just currently kill them with a Tyrion, it looks like. His Dread Leviathan can just push through the taunt and then go face for 8. Yeah, okay. Targeting, don't be weird. Targeting, don't be weird. Nice. It was pretty brave to rely on just that taunt. I mean, I didn't even need this, right? Maybe did Eventuality also get me through? Maybe not quite. All right, dude, that was a great win. Just generated hit after hit with Imbue there. That was cool. All right. Honestly, yeah, I'm just not, I don't know, Agent of the Old Ones, the data, or at least the Mulligan guy here does not support the keep. I don't like the card. I just don't know, man. I don't know. So against Warrior, what are we looking at here? Potentially Dragon Warrior, probably most likely Warrior opponent to face. Worth a coin Bitter Bloom on this, or just a chill? Glacial Shard tempo might be worth it against Dragon Warrior, just to get a body in early. A little initiative here on trades. We'll see, I guess. It is indeed Dragon Warrior. Weapon locked up here is kind of helpful, right? But also kind of not. Do you go for another Glacial Shard here? Kind of breaks your next turn because we don't currently have a great turn 3. I mean, obviously the button can fix that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna do this anyway. See how we feel about it. I'm going all in with these Glacial Shards, dude. Funny how much the freeze does make a big impact on board, though. Denying that face upside. So turn 3, like we said, right now looks like just button. We need to find Jagged Edge of Time, maybe. And I'm sure that's that good if they're not developing much here. Unlikely they play a minion off this Dark Gift, right? Flashback button I can actually live with, even if we don't combo it, that's okay. Gnome-Feratu, nah, just not likely to be super relevant. I'd rather just go for the flashback, get something for later, right? Just maintain this tempo advantage. Hey, nice, dude, we're really shutting down their weapon a lot. That's actually so sick. Do we have any pirates? I don't think so, despite being a rogue deck, it seems. I don't think so. A lot of dragons and stuff. Some non-types. Is he a pirate? The Royal Librarian, he kind of has pirate vibes. I can see him. He's like, this is his day job. He's a pirate at night, you know? Just puts on a patch. Do we go Keeper of Flame? These aren't exactly the easiest minions to play, right? Like, that's part of that consideration. Not exactly the easiest to play. Rush guy, clearing my taunts. I just need, you know... This would be like a turn 6. Librarian, again, like I just don't think we're gonna be playing the Librarian. I just like getting a 5/5 down though, I think. We can just, you know, tempo Garona, whatever. She's just gonna be big, so I think, you know, just playing tempo guys here is really the way to go. If we lose the Librarian, so be it. Just want bodies in play here. So next turn's probably button Garona. Who knows, maybe it hits. We don't really care too much if it does, but maybe it hits. Turn after is Eventuality Dreamweaver. Don't hit the dude. Nice, really nice. They have another rush guy though. They do. Man, this card's so good. Don't hit the guy. Don't hit the guy. Nice. You either have to take 5 or lose a dude. I would certainly take 5 against a deck that's playing Garona, because you're gonna kind of, you know, like all the damage you take is sort of halved anyway, and then, you know, more valuable on board. Like I said, button Garona I think is chill. Ooh, I might not really thinking so much about the ignoring taunt aspect. I'm just thinking, you know, like a 3/5 charge seems pretty okay. I think I might just keep that. Garona, hit Garona. You missed. So next turn, like we said, I think is Eventuality Dreamweaver. That's going to be another big tempo push. Hopefully we have something good to hit. If not, I think we still do it anyway, but hopefully there's a good target. Like, these are perfect. Maybe this is just still chilling on board for next turn. Nope. Oh, nice. There's another one. Okay. How many of these do you freaking have, dude? I didn't even realize one of them was Dark Gifted. Jeez. Kind of perfect, though, for us, at least. I don't think you prioritize that because it's, you know, I could maybe deal 2 to it because I don't really care about the damage, you know, like clean this up with a cane or something later. I just care more about the swing on board here. A 1-2 that offers another 1-1, you know, that's kind of a 2-3. It's less threatening right now. So we lose our librarian, but you know, we're in a better spot than I think we could be against Dragon Warrior, right? Like you can fall behind on tempo crazy hard. Dragon and View Warrior specifically. The Prescient Slither Drake. Currently we're gonna have to trade into that, I guess. It's gonna have 9, so we can use either Jagged or Cane. Taking 7 off of it doesn't feel great, but we do have life steal on our guy, so we can heal it back as long as we attack face first. Oh, the Rust Rod Viper. I think we might just use that, honestly. It's not like fancy, right? But I think it's okay. Again, just kind of prioritizing tempo. I mean, I'll hit button. I guess I should hit button too. So I might get a rush minion or something. 4 or more attack. I mean, that's probably not happening. I don't think it. I don't know, man. A 1-mana 3/4 taunt though might just be fine. I think I'm gonna keep it. I might not be greedy enough in general with my freaking. I don't know. Do I really want the Rust Rod or do I just play the Cane to kill this? I think you just play the Cane, right? I don't know. The Rust Rod's not really important, and we could catch it on the next one maybe, or just trade it off too for something better. I don't know. I might not be greedy enough on my rewinds, but it's one of those where it's just like I've seen it just completely fail so many times that you think to yourself like, no, I gotta take anything that's halfway decent, you know? Anything decent. I can deal 6 to the skill right here again. Actually seem very good though, does it? Any way to buff this guy? This is 4, 6, 7. Herald, not gonna be ready yet. Oh no, he said 6, 7 because of the thing. Dude, you know what? Nintendra's pretty legit. Keep that big dude. Yes, you maybe just hit the Soldier of Ragnaros here. Any rush minions on this? Oh. Like in a weird way, having all these extra dudes kind of hurts us, right? Like it's not actually helpful. Slither Drake, hopefully we clean up later with a smaller guy. I kind of hate taking this trade with the Cane. He's also a 3/4, so I could value trade it twice, but doing like weapon hit and Cane hit, I don't think that feels good either. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is okay. I just think removing board space here actually has some relevance for Nintendra's sake, right? I'm more interested ultimately in the 7/7 body of Nintendra, but you know, having 4 dudes left behind could actually be pretty relevant, honestly. So, worried about like Ragnaros soon. I don't really have answers to most of that yet. I need to find like my good cards. Like we are just constantly out of resources in this deck, which is crazy for a deck that like generates resources, you know? I just feel like I'm always out of stuff to do. So King Lane, dude, that was in hand. What turn was that? Turn 8 maybe it looks like? No, I don't know. That was, man, when did I play Ravonna? Like turn 5, 6? Yeah. But you know, I don't mind him spending 3 mana to just cycle. That's totally okay. This is going to be an important turn because like it seems like we could maybe finish this turn ahead on board and then start kind of dictating some pressure, which would be nice, but I need strong follow-ups. You know, I don't have any Herald stuff going. My view is honestly still kind of not great. 3 discount is fine, I would say. Dealing 8 to random enemies seems terrifying. We don't hit the Ninetendra at all, so we're going to get a value trade there. I had a Twilight, like a... kind of shaky. What do you even hit, you know? Maybe just... this envoy hit with face. So you probably just commit to this. Maybe button first just to see. Spell damage +1 is insane. That just gives me the clean kill on the 8/4 maybe, but you really want to kill that last, I guess. So yeah, actually, we'll just kill that with the dudes. They both died at both of these trades anyway, right? So that doesn't really change anything. So we'll just hit this. Earthen War. Well, okay, that helps too, I guess. Now we get to save a dude. We can do this to maybe Herald again. I think either of these makes a difference here. I've actually killed both guys. Oh, I'm not happy that happened. Dang. I put so many dudes out. Oh, crap. That gives them some like over-the-top outs with Ragnaros and otherwise that I'm not thrilled about, man. Oh, crap. Nintendra has 3 spots here. Like, they just hit me for 6 to the face right now. I could just be dead right now, dude. Oh, that's a really lame hit. Oh, I'm really annoyed by that. Man, so many bodies on board for that. Jeez. Now they're gonna be on face for 8. Oh my god, I'm just dead to that dragon that deals 5. Wow. That's some hot garbage, dude. 1 in 6 or something. What was it? 1 in 5 maybe? 1 in 6. Well, they're not going totally face. Okay, that's good news, I guess. Hey, Rustrot, we knew you were going to be worth more upside. I think the big question on Rustrot, though, is like, would you rather just trade it, you know? I love that they're not thinking about going face despite that. That's really good news, I think. Great trade here, finally. Let's do this. Yeah, I need, like, Moarg. That seems actually, again, pretty okay. Maybe not great right now, just from a board space standpoint, but... Oh, triggered death rattle, fan of knives. I mean, the math is actually kind of helpful, and I just love drawing cards. Okay, I dig it, yeah. Drawing cards is great. All right, so we rust rot, we hit here. I'm gonna trade these in just from a board space constraint. Oh, God, dang it, that one can't attack, you moron. Okay, well, I mean, the argument about board space, I guess, technically still kind of holds, but I don't know if that's really gonna be a concern since there's only 2 on the Ninth Indra right now. It's not really relevant. I do want board space for horror, but I don't know if it's worth throwing away a 1/1. That wasn't exactly what I meant. Okay, we're dodging Ragnaros stuff right now, so we really have started to turn the corner on this. But we need to end the game, you know? Like, I can't let this go for too long. Maniacal Follower again. I want, like, life gain, dude. Cards that summon minions summon twice as many. I bet that does do something pretty cool in Ninth Indra, actually, but... and actually, Malignant Horror as well, huh? I don't really think that's worth it, though. I just want a big guy. Like, you know, I don't really need an extra dude. I mean, that is a bigger guy, yes, to be fair. I don't know. Not maybe exactly what we wanted, though. All right, we're going to go ahead and play this and this to try to go face a little harder. I guess you could maybe go Malignant Horror as well. Like we said, again, maybe just trade in for some board space here. Just kidding, I turned it to infinite. Kidding. I didn't actually want to do that anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The perfect execution here is really, you guys are getting a lesson in perfect execution. I mean, this is a pretty great setup either way, right? We're really close to pushing for lethals here. You know, we have 9 and 6 is 15 and 6 is 21 and technically 2, but probably won't be able to attack with Ninth Indra, so. Yeah, it does look like we're going to grind this out. I mean, I don't know. I guess a top deck Ragnaros could still do some crazy stuff here, but we're decently good against that with a slightly wider board. They're still working through this Ninth Indra, though, man. Grinding it out. It's crazy. Wow. That going face, like, gives them, you know, like, almost some outs, but they're just dead. Assuming I know how to do math, which I think I do. Not really sure about that, but I think I do. Looks to me like that about 21. All right, not the most glorious win. I never feel like this deck's winning in, like, glorious ways. It's always just kind of sort of muscling its way through, I guess. Oh my God, yes. Do we keep a prep? It does seem really crazy with flashback early. Turn it into a coin, I guess. I think you probably just coin Bitter Bloom, though, right? Just to get things going. King Lane, we both got the King Lane dropping in. Dude, I have not played Garona in a minute. So I gotta think about, like, Garona stuff. My brain has not even considered the existence of Garona at all. So how does that all work out? When do we play Garona? Gotta make sure I get the right weapon. Kingslayers versus Jagged Edge of Time. Prep flashback. Oh, whoa! Okay. We just talked about that, by the way. It's really funny. I would still take a prep flashback. Prep eventuality, we also probably do, right? Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah, you got Jagged to follow up. Just like really putting the heat on here. You're gonna have some big, strong imbues. You've got a pretty good board here. I actually already forgot which one Eventuality was between Eventuality and Rite of Twilight. I gotta remind myself every time, dude. They both even have like purple. I mean, I guess a lot of road cards have purple. That's not saying much. I don't really know if that's adding a lot to the conversation, but I'll remember. Don't you worry. Shadow of Demise. Okay. So imbue again. We are already up to 4, dude. Like if we had a random, Malorn, we'd be good to go. Garona already just ripped for tempo, man. Just playing the not the Yeti. What is it? The Lost Tail Strider? Is that right? The 4-mana 5/4. Is that what that's called? I can't remember cards that came out this expansion's name, but I remember all the cards of old. The Lost Tall Strider, not Tail Strider. Oh, he's very close. That makes sense. He's a tall boy. Yeah, there's the inverse Yeti, if you will. Yeah. I mean, I think you definitely just hit button here. Hope to find somebody big. I mean, it would be great to get a bigger guy, really. Like, you know, get like a 6-drop or something here that helps me fill out the whole turn. Valric. It's just kind of worse, isn't it? I don't have any cards that spin corpses, I think, obviously, so... you tempo a Foxy Fraud. I guess so, man. Yeah, I don't know. We've just really kind of whiffed here, man. Like, I need some card generation. Maybe I went too hard and wasn't hitting button enough on those first few turns, but I don't know. We have ways to make cards thanks to Herald, right? We just haven't done it yet. Thunderquake. Too bad, I guess. Like, this thing's just gonna be the problem here in a second. 2 more minions need to die, so they can awaken this if they trade. Are they gonna want to trade here, though? That I don't know the answer to. Don't know. What do I need to find here, by the way, that's good with Shadow of Demise? I guess like Ride of Twilight for sure, yeah. Just kill that 5/3. Static Shock again. They don't have another attack here, though, so they need 1 more damage again if they're... What is this gonna be now? I am so mixed up on this turn. I think they were thinking they had another, you know, you can't attack multiple times, right? So something went a little amiss there. Sinestra already, but just absolutely useless right now. Nope. I need bigger stuff. I need expensive stuff to fill the turn here. Oh my god. Just an absolute disaster, man. I'm not gonna let them attack with that thing right away. I guess you probably play Sinestra next turn, but it sucks. We just have gone completely dead here, man. Like, just the worst. This, I mean, I guess gives me some removal at least. I've got, you know, the opponent also honestly just isn't doing that much. We're both just kind of floundering here. It's really crazy. Feels like I need more card draw. I guess we just aren't generating very good stuff right now is the big problem, though. All right, so where do we start? Kill Garona. Purifying something. Do it twice. Hey, Rite of Twilight might be nice. Okay. So you can go here and then Rite of Twilight this. And then Rite of Twilight that. Resuscitate. Okay, this could be a lot worse, actually, man. This could be a lot worse. For Glory, actually, pretty sick card for later. We need that card draw, like we said. Hey, yes! Are you kidding me? This is insane. I can't quite go for Glory, though, because I'm going to refresh 2, but then this is going to cost 3. You could Agent the Resuscitate, maybe? No, that still doesn't help you, really. I mean, I'm playing this either way, right? I think you're playing it either way. Are you going to Agent? I don't think so, right? I think you just chill here. You just chill. I hate that we're not using the refresh, but it just went to clear the body. And in theory, that might get to attack again next turn as well, so that would help. Coin into an 8-drop. Opu's pretty great. They can kill my 2/3 now, but they're gonna take even more damage here again. Oh, never mind. No, they're not. Double Opu, I forgot. Flashbacks. Resuscitate for us. Like, what does this guy do? Next weapon costs 1. Probably not good. Not quite a lethal setup yet. I think you start here, don't you? Sinestra is decent. You've also got your button, but I think... What am I even looking for, though, if I go this route? You know, I don't have, like, good AoE or anything. I don't know if you are going that route. You might just be doing Sinestra first, man. Just find an AoE or something. I don't know. It's going to have to be 3 mana or less to play it, though. Oh! Rotten Apple, actually, I don't hate. So maybe we can't afford to draw now, go Rotten Apple, because we know we're going to be alive for a minute here. Like, that's fine. So, actually, though, I guess... I am going to take 6 per turn off that, aren't I? But I might just be dead right now if I don't. I mean, I'm probably not dead, right? I don't know if I can take 6 per turn. I don't think I'm dead. I think I'm alive. I don't think they're killing us here. They've already used Rite of Twilight once. I think they're going to want to trade. I think they're just thinking about trades here. I don't think they're thinking about killing us yet. Maybe if they have some damage in hand, sure. But I'm gonna ride the line here because, you know, we're only gonna heal 14, but then you start taking 6 per turn. You know, that gets really, really scary. I'd rather this not double, actually, because Or if it does double, maybe after we take more damage, right? So that we get a little cleanup there. And indeed, the trade happened, so not dying here. That's good news. This is certainly some life gain now, too, to recover a little bit. Because now we're outvaluing the opponent pretty hard, so now we maybe go on the back foot a little bit, whereas earlier we were on the front foot, you know? Oh, normally they play this with the Twilight Mistress, but she's not here. So Eventuality plus Dreamweaver is 6, but Dreamweaver plus Right is a little more. I think that's good. Heralding Sinestra, still totally fine here, by the way. These are actually demons, not beasts. I think we just go for tempo here again instead of worrying about button this turn. Again, we don't actually need the Rotten Apple right now. These aren't demon beasts, are they? No, just demons. Kind of look like dogs. We do have a Rust Rot Viper. I don't know if that's worth spending 3 on for Supreme Dinomancy. But... So we're back to 20, have the value advantage, still have Garona as a threat as well. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's gonna destroy their guy too, though, right? I think that's, which they may not necessarily mind. You know, you get a card out of it. Might have been their plan all along. Glacial Shard again, yeah, not super strong. So we can hit for 6 to face here. Like, theoretically, if Garona were to hit here, I think they're dead, right? I don't know. Is it worth a shot? 2 cards up there. Alas. Alas. The Weasel Tunneler is back. Jeez. Black Blood is insane! Dude, what a hit! I am definitely going face, by the way, right? Like, I guess we don't have to use this weapon, but we have a good chance to draw another one, so I think we should. Black Blood's nuts, man. We get to fully heal up to 30, heal up our damaged minions, and we get a monster board. It's a great hit. This game has been so low octane. You know, sometimes you have high octane games. It feels like everybody's doing busted stuff. This game has just felt like we're both kind of limping along. This was the first turn I felt like we did something really cool. We took a Garona shot, I guess. This Garona looks pretty sick, by the way, dude. I didn't know I had this. Really cool. Can't quite tell what's in the reflection of her art, but cool, I'm sure. Or in her sword, I mean. Dagger, whatever you're calling it. I don't see how we lose from here, right? What could they possibly do to handle all this? Sizzling Swarm is a real bad start. King Slayers at this stage only helps me. This is just a concession here. Hey, it actually worked. They already played their Garona, of course. Yeah. They were just digging for something, but yeah, I mean, they have more of the old school Herald focus list, right? Well, I mean, I don't know. Can't call it old school. You know what I mean? Like, I had seen, we'd already kind of seen that doing some work. Now I saw this list was doing both doing work. So this seems like the next step, I guess, or at least a step, a different step anyway.
And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? This is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming, but nowadays it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan Guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone Deck Tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.
All right, now SpaceCraft. Can't wait for the real game. I want to check out the factory part. Everything else spot on.
Welcome, Pioneer. Time to join the great galactic